In WWE, over the years, it hasn't all been wrestling and laughter. Well, in Vince McMahon's company, there have been moments when seriousness and sadness have prevailed. Well, that's why I'll stop talking now, and today I'll present to you the 5 most serious moments in WWE history. Number 5, United States of America. The events that took place on September 11, 2001 in New York made the world come to a standstill, and WWE was no exception. On September 13, 2001, 2 days after the towers fell, SmackDown went live for the whole world, and the show started like this. There was only crying, sadness, and desolation on the faces of all the WWE superstars, including the top boss, Vince McMahon. Even though the show was being broadcast live from Houston, Texas, everyone's hearts and minds were in New York. Lillian Garcia sang an emotional United States anthem, receiving a standing ovation from the entire arena, while the superstars wiped away their tears with pride for their nation. The main event of that show also had to be changed, and it was between Kurt Angle and Rhino, so that the Olympic hero could say goodbye with a tremendous ovation for the American nation. Number 4, Warriors Farewell. Everything in life happens for a reason, as some people say and believe that we are born with the script of our lives already written. But what happened with Ultimate Warrior was something very hard to believe and process. Ultimate Warrior became a hero in the ring for millions of boys and girls around the world. But his estrangement from WWE in the following years would cause the company and the wrestler to grow quite distant and even reach a point. They even reached legal problems when WWE decided to give in and go along for the talent. And because of what Ultimate Warrior meant to the industry, they decided to call him so he could be part of the 2014 Hall of Fame. Ultimate Warrior accepted this invitation, and on Saturday, April 5th, 2014, Ultimate Warrior was given a standing ovation during his main speech at the Hall of Fame. He briefly appeared at WrestleMania 30 on Sunday, April 6th. On Monday, April 7th, he was at Monday Night Raw, shouting to the entire arena that the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will live forever. 2 days after being at Raw, on Wednesday, April 9th, Ultimate Warrior passed away. And the following Monday, April 14th, a tribute to the wrestler was held on Monday Night Raw. The arena was overwhelmed with grief, as all that had happened was unthinkable. Apparently, Ultimate Warrior had returned just to say goodbye. Number 3, sad news. On October 22, 2018, on Monday Night Raw, one of the most shocking moments in WWE history took place. And that's because Roman Reigns, long before he became the Tribal Chief, relinquished the WWE Universal Championship live on air. And not only that, but he also voluntarily left the company. All of this happened because his leukemia had returned. And the thing is, when Roman Reigns played football for the Minnesota Vikings, he had no idea his life would take so many turns. In 2007, he was diagnosed with leukemia, and the athlete spent a whole year in treatment, which ended with his retirement from the playing fields. Afterwards, he emerged as a wrestler in WWE under the name Roman Reigns, until in 2018, doctors discovered that the cancer had returned. Even though at that time the hate towards Roman Reigns was much greater than it is today, the whole arena stood up to applaud him and to give Roman all the encouragement possible. The emotion could be seen on Reigns' face, who promised to keep fighting until the end. As he was leaving, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins appeared to give him a brotherly hug. That show left a very bitter taste for the fans, as everyone thought it could happen again. The story of Eddie Guerrero number 2, Viva la Raza. Eddie Guerrero would leave this world suddenly on November 13th, 2005 in Minneapolis, Minnesota. A heart attack took the life of the wrestler, who was only 38 years old at the time. The day after his passing, Monday Night Raw was held in the same city of Minneapolis. The entire WWE roster had tears in their eyes, and you could see the immense sorrow in each of the superstars. A very saddened Vince McMahon opened the show with a speech in which he confirmed the passing of Eddie Guerrero. The people in the arena were just crying, and there were multiple signs referring to the wrestler. During the show, different wrestlers could be seen sharing their experiences with Eddie. You could even see Rey Mysterio looking really down emotionally, and he even ended up taking off his mask. Another person who was deeply affected was Chris Benoit, who couldn't even stop crying. Eddie, your friend? Wow, in my opinion, this is the saddest Monday Night Raw in its entire history. A dark day in the history of wrestling. And it made us elevate Eddie's name to infinity and beyond. Number 1, Adam. Listen, Lita and Matt Hardy were the perfect couple for many people until Edge got in between them and ended up with Lita. This was not part of the show at all, and it was a real-life story that ended with Matt Hardy being fired. One day, out of nowhere, he showed up on Raw without a contract with the company and went straight after Edge. The moment became completely tense in the arena as people didn't really know what was happening. And the most surprising thing of all was that Matt Hardy called Edge by his real name, Adam. Damn. Making it more than clear to us that this problem was part of his real life. Many former WWE superstars have revealed in different documentaries and reports about this story. How tense the atmosphere was backstage, where they had to share space with both Edge and Lita, and also with Matt Hardy. After all this controversy, he would be rehired and put into an on-screen feud with Edge. The moment shifted from thrilling to truly sad, seriously. Well, the fans knew that this wasn't just an ordinary rivalry like the others. Well, it wasn't scripted and it was being taken from real life into the ring. Subscribe.